So let me guess, you got too carried away and you have a ton of mashed potatoes that are left over from the night before. Here's what you can do to really transform them. And if you want something else that's similar but with ham, then check out my ham pinwheel that I make with puff pastry, because today we're making mashed potatoes in a pinwheel using crescent rolls, super convenient, with some candied bacon on top. Now, first of all, check out my mashed potatoes recipe if you have a hard time getting that perfect mash. That's really light, fluffy, potatoey, not lumpy, not like throw up, too liquidy, too gross. It can be really easy to mess it up, and the trick to getting the perfect consistency is all listed if you click the link down below. Now, this is a good recipe to test how well it turns out in the air fryer or the oven. Plus, I don't think the air fryer is going to be able to fit a whole roll worth of crescent rolls, because they are going to expand quite a bit, as the package says, bakes up bigger. Now, because this is pastry, you're going to want to work a bit faster so that the heat from your hands doesn't actually, thaw out the pastry. And as you know, crescent rolls come pre-rolled and pre-cut into these triangles. So we don't want that. We actually want it to be one cohesive thing so that we can make those pinwheels. You can make this with puff pastry, as you may have seen with my ham pinwheel recipe. I'm gonna pinch the perforated cuts over here. Give it a quick roll. Flatten it up. Now, just put a generous amount in a thin layer. And make sure you leave a bit of that edge on the sides, because we're going to need that, because some of it is going to spread as we roll it up. Almost like making a cinnamon bun. Even though I don't have a recipe, I have made it before and it is amazing. The house always smells so good. And I might as well do it soon, especially with the holidays coming around. I'm going to start rolling this very gently. And try to be as tight as you can. Make sure you put the seam side at the bottom, just like that. Now, before you cut it, I would suggest that you take this, wrap it up, and refrigerate this, because it's going to be much easier to cut this once this has cooled down slightly. And once you let this refrigerate for at least about 15 minutes, you can start slicing them. I used a serrated knife and I cleaned the knife with cold water every time before every other cut. Now, you're gonna need to preheat your air fryer. I preheated it at 360 degrees Fahrenheit, and the oven is preheated at the same temperature. Arrange your pinwheels on a baking sheet for the oven version over parchment, and in retrospect I should have had a liner for the air fryer basket as well, but it turned out just fine. These are now ready to start baking, so put the air fryer one in and start cooking it, and same for the oven. This here is a garlic oil, and it's really helpful if you can't have garlic due to FODMAP related reasons. This here is low FODMAP, recipe down below. I'm gonna brush some of that in the air fryer version, because it's been only about 6 minutes in the bake setting, and this is looking really good. I'd say maybe about a minute or two more. Let that garlic oil bloom a bit, and this should be good. Now at the same time, the oven version clearly look a bit different. I'm gonna oil them up as well, but they clearly are baking a bit differently, a bit slower, and they're looking actually better than the air fryer version. These, once fully baked, honestly look a bit more enticing. I really want to dig in right now, but we have to finish it. The air fryer version though, that even looks pretty good. It's different. I saw similar results when I used puff pastry. I'm gonna garnish that up with some green onions, and here's some candied bacon. I just experimented with it. It turned out so well, but let me know if you want to see a full recipe of how to make it at home. Now both the versions actually look pretty good. It's kind of obvious that the one that was in the oven kind of bloomed a bit more, like the pastry had a bit more time and maybe more even heat to get a bit more rich golden brown and kind of expand a bit more than the air fryer one that still look really good. But maybe like I can like lower the temperature a bit so that it gets the exact same simulated setting like an actual oven. But they both look just too good. But you really cannot go wrong with potatoes, bread especially when the potatoes are of the mashed kind. So cheers and happy holidays.